This is the Martini Mortgage Podcast with Kevin Martini.
Hello and thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I am Kevin Martini and I am going to be your host of the Martini Mortgage Podcast. And in this episode, episode 9, I'm going to be sharing my 8 benefits of owning a home. This is timely since June is celebrated as National Homeownership Month. I believe every day of every month should be a celebration of home ownership. You see, one could say that owning a home is a symbol of prosperity, and it is. One could say owning a home provides security, and it does. There is no question there are many benefits to owning a home. Some are financial and some are social. However, that is why I have developed the Kevin Martini 8 benefits to home ownership. Now, before I go into my list of 8 benefits of home ownership, let me share some nuggets.
Did you know
that the net worth of a homeowner is nearly $200,000. That is 36 times greater than that of a renter who had a net worth just over $5,000.
Did you know
homeowners move far less frequently than renters? This makes it very easy to develop a community support system when you own a home.
Did you know
to have families that own a home are more likely to graduate high school and earn more income in life.
Did you know
there are low and no down payment programs that the Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage offers, and we even offer home loan options with someone that has a bruised credit. It is my opinion that home ownership matters. It's not just a roof over your head. Listen, we all have to have a roof over our head, and I truly believe it matters if you own that roof. Home ownership is the cornerstone of the economy, and home ownership impacts household wealth. That is why it is my duty, my obligation, and awesome responsibility to help hardworking families find their piece of the American dream. Before I start mixing up this cocktail, check this out.
You're listening to the Martini Mortgage Podcast. Powerful information to help simplify and effectively explain the process of buying a home and securing a mortgage. Because it's not just a house, it's a home.
Number 1 is privacy. To me, my home is my private sanctuary. And one day, my mortgage will be paid off for my home in Raleigh, and my castle will truly be mine. Now, I get it. If you are renting, you can have privacy too. However, when you rent, you will not solely have privacy by yourself, because at the end of the day, it is your landlord's place. Number 2 is family. Like you, my family is the most important thing in my life, and owning a home puts the needs of my immediate family and children first today and even in the future. There are 5 financial reasons to owning a home. An episode of the Martini Mortgage Podcast that was released on June 5th, 2018, I spoke about them. In brief, there are leveraged, forced savings, you're paying for housing either way, tax benefit, and it's a hedge against inflation. Check out other episodes of the Martini Mortgage Podcast and look for June 5th, 2018. Number 3 is stability. Simply put, when you own a home, it is my opinion you have control of your future direction and security too. In addition, you have the ability to lock in your housing costs with an epic 30-year fixed mortgage. Yes, Raleigh home loan rates have increased in 2018, but they still remain in historic territory. Now, I believe that owning real estate creates wealth, and wealth creates stability. Number 4 is financial investment. There is no question. Owning a home requires a financial investment. But this investment provides a roof over your head that you own. Buying a stock or a bond does not do that. Real estate is an asset with an opportunity to grow and create wealth. As I mentioned earlier in this episode, the median wealth net worth of a homeowner is nearly $200,000 or 36 times greater than that of a renter. Homeownership is an investment that pays off as compared to renting and letting your landlord get all those benefits. Number 5 is comforts. When you own a home, it is your space. My home is my space, and I get to make the space any way that I want my space to be. I get to paint the walls. I can have a puppy, and I am so bold to have 2 poodles, Patcharoo and Raleigh. If I wanted, I could even have a cat, but I wouldn't want to have a cat. Not that there's anything wrong with cats. However, if I wanted to have a cat, the only person I would have to ask is my wife. My own space that I make my own is my comfort. Number 6 is friends. Family and friends are very important to me, and they are most likely very important to you too. I love the fact that I can share time and make memories with my friends and family in my home. There's no question that I would be a happy person if I had to rent. Renting is right for some people. However, it is sad that many people rent in Raleigh because they believe they cannot afford a home of their very own. Some feel their credit is not high enough. Some feel they don't have enough money for down payment. And these feelings create myths. Newsflash, these are myths. There is a great article I wrote about myths in the summer edition of Things to Consider When Buying a Home. On page 12, the article titled 2 Myths That May Be Holding Back You from Buying. Check this article out and the other 16 by visiting www.martinibuyerguide.com. Number 7 is expression. Yes, there are financial reasons to own a home. And some may say there are intangible benefits. However, I think there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that is intangible about home ownership. You could say expression is intangible. However, when you get to paint the walls like you want, and you can even tear down a wall like HGTV style, expression is tangible. In my home, I have the ability to share my personality. I do not have to ask anyone to do it. Well, I do have to ask my wife. Number 8 is accomplishment. To me, Kevin Martini, it does not matter how big the house is. It matters how happy the home is. When I think of home ownership, the word accomplishment comes to mind because when you own a home, it is a reflection of your efforts and success. Buying real estate in Raleigh is an accomplishment, and I believe that real estate is the path to wealth. Every day I'm blessed that I get to help people secure and then manage their mortgage for them. It is truly a privilege to serve, and it gives me pride to help people reach their accomplishment of home ownership. So let me recap. The Kevin Martini 8 benefits to home ownership are privacy, family, stability, investment, comforts, friends, expression, and accomplishment. Yes, officially June is National Homeownership Month. However, to me, it does not matter what month or day it is. It's always a great time to celebrate owning a home. If you're currently in a starter or trade-up house that no longer fits your needs and you're looking to step into a luxury home, now is the time to list your house for sale and make your dreams come true. If The right thing for you and your family is to purchase a home this year. Buying sooner rather than later could lead to substantial savings. Simply call the Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage so we can get together to evaluate your opportunities. For great information on buying your home or trading up or trading down from your current house, know that I and the entire Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage are here to help. I also invite you to check out my home buyer guide called Things to Consider When Buying a Home. It can be found by going to www.martinibuyerguide.com. Again, you can get instant and free access to my home buyer guide that simply and effectively explains the current market opportunity by going to martinibuyerguide.com. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in to Martini Mortgage Podcast, Episode 9, the Kevin Martini 8 Benefits to Home Ownership. If you or someone you know has any questions about home loan rates or products, please reach out. We'd be happy to help. In closing, I want to share 2 things. Number 1, it does not matter how big the house is. It only matters how happy the home is. And number 2, know that our family is your family lender.
Thanks for listening to the Martini Mortgage Podcast with mortgage strategist Kevin Martini. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Martini Group and check out our website at martinimortgagegroup.com. Tune in next week for another episode of the Martini Mortgage Podcast.